What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Badwolf. As promised, as always, here to bring you guys new information about what's going on out there in the world of the U.S. National. All right, so today I'm going to be talking a little bit about do's and don'ts with the passport in, I guess, things that people do, have done, and things you should avoid. Okay? So, one of the things is on some people's videos out there, they'll talk about putting in all zeros for the social security number. Now, some people have been popped on this because really, essentially, you're putting in numbers that aren't yours. Okay, and I know a lot of people look at the zeros as going, well, they're just zeros, and so it shouldn't mean anything. Okay, but the more people like us who are becoming aware, woke, they're starting to try to crack down on things like that because really that is a number and you don't own it. And so essentially they could look at that as fraud. Okay. So I highly suggest don't use zeros unless they tell you to use zeros. Now I did some digging and on their website, for people who are foreign, there's a section where it does say put in all zeros if you don't have a number. Okay, see what they did there? So if you don't have one, they're accepting all zeros. But if you have one, you're not supposed to put all zeros. So essentially, by law, you don't have to put it down on almost anything because they're not supposed to require you or ask you to do that because those are personal numbers that were never meant to be used for the purposes that people are using them for. Okay? So if you're going to do your application, either you put your number on there because they're just going to update it anyway in your file, your folder, your whatever, or else you leave it all zeros or all blank. Don't use zeros. Leave it all just blank. Okay, just nothing. Um, Another thing that people are running into is in the old days, yes, you could circle U.S. national or underline state citizen. Some people are like crossing out U.S. citizen or non-citizen national on the DS-11 or their forms. Do not do that. Okay, that is tampering with the oath, which is not good. Okay, they kind of consider that to be tampering with a federal document. All right, so they'll bust you on that. Don't circle it. Don't do any of that. Now, that's why you have to have an explanatory statement. You put all of the things you need to have in that file, and that speaks for itself. Okay, that supersedes the information if you put it in the explanatory statement over the application. Okay, um, the acts and conditions section. Okay, so I was talking with one of the other fellow wolves out there. They wanted to go through that thoroughly. Most people know that I just stay away from that section and use the explanatory statement to do it. But in going through it, so they really want you to X out things that apply to you, which is fine if you feel comfortable lining that information out. Because here's the thing, they're not specific. Okay, it doesn't specific. It says line out which applies. So do you line out the whole sentence, or do you line out where it might say I have? You line out that, and then it says not. You skip that, and then you line out the rest of it. Is that how they want it to be done? So they're not really clear. You can kind of interpret that different ways. So that's why I tell people when you get your explanatory statement, whether you do it your own yourself or you get mine, if you want to add that in that section in there, and then you say this is my viewpoint of the acts and conditions, and then you say on here, I have not, and you write out the things that you have not done or the things that you have done, that will then supersede what's on the document. Okay, so that would be one way of doing it. Other than that, it looks like most people are doing the explanatories well. Once again, we're consistently getting people with 4 and 5 stars in there or asterisks. So that's going very well. I want to thank everybody out there for the appreciation, for watching, for the donations. and the consultations have been busy. You know, most times I'm about a week booked out at this point in time. So definitely continue to learn this stuff. Watch all the videos. Go back and watch the old ones. And continue to fight the good fight. So that's about it, guys. Not a terribly long video. Just wanted to kind of give you a quick blurb on some things that people have been doing from other people's, you know, YouTubes and whatever else. Not saying necessarily that it's some of it's wrong. It's just these are the things that I've seen and people have gotten in trouble over them. And if you're watching my channel, I do not want that happening to you. And that doesn't mean that everybody has. Not everybody has gotten in trouble for these things, but it's the fact that it's out there and they might start, you know, going in on people on it. So just steer clear of the gray areas and make sure that the person that you're getting your materials from, they are walking the walk and talking the talk. Meaning they lived it, they've done it, they're going through it. They can guide you. They're not just reselling information at a higher price or whatever else. So that's about it, guys. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. Check out the offers. Recently, I just bought a A5 YU steak from Crowd Cow. I think there's a link down below. It's $25 off on your order if you use the link down below. I want to thank Guga Foods out there. Guga, if you're watching, holler at your boy. Send me a shout out or something. Because otherwise, if it wasn't for you, I would not have tried that steak, because you are a wonderful, wonderful chef. All right, so that's about it, guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I got more videos coming your way. So, Badwolf is over and out.